Hello and welcome. In this video, we are discussing low-pass filtering in spatial domain using OpenCV Python. Low-pass filtering. It is also called as a smoothing image or blurring the image. The main objective of blurring the image is to blur the noise. As noise is the high frequency component, we want to remove this noise from the image, and for that we are using this smoothing operation or low pass filtering. Another objective is it is also used to extract some large object in the image. So at that time it blurs other small details and extract the large object, and it depends upon the kernel size. Kernel size decides the effect of blurring. In OpenCV Python, there are some inbuilt methods available for blurring or smoothing the image. First one are some linear filtering methods, and the methods available are filter 2D, blur, Gaussian blur and median blur. And non-linear filtering methods are bilateral filter. These are the some methods which is available in OpenCV. Let us first see what is this filtering means. This is our image fxy and we want to update this pixel. So in that case it will consider its neighbor, and this is the fxy and this is kernel, or we can say it is a mask, and its size is 3 by 3 mask. Always the mask size we are considering odd number, 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7. Spatial filtering means it is nothing but we are controlling this image with the mask. We are keeping this mask over the image and we are updating the pixel according to the mask size. We are multiplying each pixel with its weights and taking the summation of all these 9 pixels and we are dividing it by 9, that is we are taking the average. So it is also called as an averaging filter, and this average value will get updated by this pixel. So this operation is continued till all the pixels in the image will cover. So this is the convolution operation. fxy convolution with hxy gives you real result. So in case of filter 2D, the mask size decides the blurring effect, and this mask size can be 3 by 3. When it is 3 by 3, it will get multiplied by 1 by 9 for averaging. 5 by 5, it will get multiplied by 1 upon 25 for averaging. So this is the image which has some noise. To remove this type of noise, we are using this averaging filter. It can be done by filter 2D or blur. Then this is Gaussian filter. Here the candidate pixel, center pixel and its neighbors has different weights. So we are considering the neighbors with different weights. The pixels which are close to the candidate pixel has a higher weight as compared to the other pixels which are far away from the candidate pixel. This is the Gaussian kernel. Next linear filter is median blur. So in this case we are taking a median of all the image pixels under this kernel, and the center element is replaced with this median value, and this is highly effective in case of image which has a salt and pepper type noise. So this image has salt and pepper type noise. Here you will find some dots, black dots and white dots, that's why it is known as the salt and pepper noise. Let us use these methods in PyCharm IDE. I will open my PyCharm IDE. So here I have created spatial low pass filtering.py file. Within that import CV2. Then from matplotlib import pyplot as a PLT to plot our image. Then I am reading one image, that is the Lena Gaussian.png. So here some Gaussian type noise has included in this image, and I am plotting that image. I am using subplot so that we can view the original image and the resultant image at a time. So subplot 111 plt.imshow image, its title original image, and I will run this. This is our original image. You can see this image has a noise. Now we'll use the low pass filtering or smoothing method to smoothen this image. First method which we are going to use is filter 2D function. So for that we need to create kernel, and to create a kernel we'll use package numpy. So I will import that numpy, import numpy as a np. Okay, so I have included numpy. Now here I will create kernel and to create a kernel we'll use numpy package np. Once all the elements of the array or matrix is 1, so we'll use numpy package, all the elements of 1, and size we'll create 5 by 5. And for averaging we have to divide this matrix with 5 by 5 size means by 25. So I will use this float 32 divide by 25. So this is my kernel of size 25. Now here I can use this kernel to cannoli the image, and the method which we are using is filter 2D cv2 dot filter 2D. First argument is source, that is your image, and second argument is your kernel. Before that one more argument required, it decides the depth of resultant image, depth, and next is kernel. We can plot this. Let's plot it. So I will use the same commands, subplot function, and I will increase the number of images here so that we can view our original image and this result image at a time. Let's run this code. Okay, here we need to change which cannoli image. We want to view cannoli image, and the title is cannoli image. Let's run. Yes, this is our result. So with this 5 by 5 kernel size, when we cannoli our image with this 5 by 5 kernel, we'll get this image, and you can view this. This is blur image. It smooths the noise. We can see the effect of changing the kernel size also. Here you can take the kernel size, suppose 3 by 3. When we reduce the kernel size, its effect of blurring also reduces. Let's run it. Yes, you can see here the effect of blurring has reduced. I will zoom it so that you can view it. As compared to the 5 by 5 kernel size, this blurring effect is less in this image. Now let us use the another method, that is the Gaussian. In Gaussian, okay, before that there is one more method, that is the blur method, inbuilt method, which does the same operation of averaging filter. This blur method will include here blur image is equal to, it is the method inbuilt in OpenCV. So cv2 dot blur. Arguments is source file, that is img. Then kernel size we have to mention. So I will keep 5 by 5 to compare the result, I will keep here for 2-dimensional 5x5 also. So both the kernel size is same here. We can check the result. I will just copy paste this. And I will increase this size 2x2, 2x2, and the image is third here. And which image? Blur image we want to see. Blur image. This blur method gives the same result. Let's run. Okay, here what's the difference we are getting? Okay, might be in filter 2D the size is 5x5. Yes, we have to change this as we are taking average. So for 5x5 it is multiply with the 1/25. Let's see. Yes, now you will find the same result for filter 2D and approximate same and blur method, because we have kept the same kernel size 5x5. Now let's use the another method, that is the Gaussian. In case of Gaussian, the kernel is different. Here in Gaussian, the kernel which we are using, that has the different weightage to the neighborhood pixel. That is the inbuilt function here. Suppose Gaussian blur is equal to CV2 dot, its method name is Gaussian blur. First argument required is your image source file, and second one is the kernel size. We'll keep the same kernel size so that we can compare the result. And the third argument is sigma value. Right now we'll keep it 0. Let's run this code. First we'll plot the image, Gaussian blur image. We'll take this subplot, one more setup of these commands. Now this will become fourth image, and the variable is gblur, and image is here Gaussian blur. Okay, let's run. Now here you can compare the result. As compared to filter 2D or blur method, or we can say as compared to averaging filter, Gaussian filters gives the better result to remove the noise in this image. As in averaging filter, the similar weights has assigned to all the neighborhood pixel, whereas in Gaussian filter, different weight has assigned to the neighborhood pixel. Center pixel has more weightage as compared to the pixels which are far away, and as the distance increases from the center pixel, the weightage also decreases. So due to that, you will find that Gaussian filter gives the better result as compared to averaging filter. One more linear method is there, that is the median filtering, and another one non-linear filtering method we'll see in the next video. Thank you.